What's going on, everyone? It's Abdallah here with a very awesome video showcasing everything you need to know about Yokai Watch 1 Remastered on Nintendo Switch. So welcome to it. In case you guys did not see the announcement from the official Twitter channel for Yokai, which is game_Yokai, they announced more recently that they're coming out with Yokai Watch 1 Remastered on Nintendo Switch. That's great. We've got a release date over here of October 10th, 2019. That's in a couple months from now at the time of recording, and I'm super excited for that because Yokai Watch, when it first came out in 2015 stateside, 2013 of course in Japan, it is a cool game. Absolutely. It converted me into like a hardcore fan ever since I first played it on Nintendo 3DS. So this is not a port, but it is a full-on remaster, and we can take a look at all the screenshots that we have available to us on this video. So if you guys are excited for Yokai Watch 1 on Nintendo Switch Remastered, by all means, smash that like button and let's show them our support. So as you guys can see over here, we've got Nate. These little sprites, these 3D models, look like they're straight ripped from the Yokai Watch like exercise song #1 music video. That's what that reminds me of. So if they're using those models, then awesome, go for it. Anyway, so 10/10/2019, and since it is on Nintendo Switch, you guys are going to be able to use all of your little arcs that you guys have purchased in order to scan them in from Yokai Watch 4 or use them on your actual Yokai Watch Elder. Whatever you want to do, all of your arcs will end up working within the game. So I'm super excited about that because in Yokai Watch 4, these arcs didn't really do much aside from possibly give us a soul orb from whatever yokai is inside it. Maybe they gave us an exclusive quest that no one else had, but they were all pretty much one-time use. So I'm curious as to see what exactly is going to be happening with them in the Nintendo Switch version. I have a feeling that since QR codes are not going to be a thing, passwords will still of course be a thing, but I have a feeling that these are just going to give us Cranky-Kai coins of all the colorations. So very excited for that. Anyway, so let's move on. This announcement over here is more along the lines for Yokai Watch 4. So if you're like me and you've downloaded Yokai Watch 4 already and are playing it, you guys are awesome, right? This one is saying that if you're able to purchase Yokai Watch 1 Remastered on Nintendo Switch, you'll get some sort of code that allows you to get Chairman McCracken as a playable character in Yokai Watch 4. So let's talk about how genius that is for starters. So the ability for them to pretty much put a price tag on McCracken in the game, oh my gosh, that would be so good. And imagine this, if they made McCracken untradeable. Oh my gosh, that would be so intense. Yo, does anybody have Mr. Sanma? I mean, McCracken, right? Oh, anyway, so that's going to be pretty cool. And I think that that's a great business decision based off of sales, right? People want sales. McCracken has never been a playable character in any Yokai Watch game, at least not that I know of. And having the ability to have the first final boss in Yokai Watch 1 in existence as a playable character, that's very special. So I'm very excited that they did that, and they tied it to Yokai Watch 4 and purchasing this game. So that's going to be really good. I love it. I'm going to do it regardless of all that stuff. Anyway, so what we can see over here is just pretty much like a screenshot slideshow of everything over here. We'll take a look at these screens a little bit closer in depth when we look at their tweets, but as you guys can see, the graphics look pretty solid. I would say they're updated graphics from the Nintendo 3DS version, and the models are a little bit different too. So I think it looks amazing. I can't wait for it. So anyway, it says the first Yokai Watch released in 2013 turns into HD graphics and appears on Nintendo Switch. Let's go on an adventure with a little mysterious every day, starting with obtaining the Yokai Watch. That's so good. I can't wait. Anyway, of course, then you see some different artwork for some more flagship yokai that we've all come to learn. This over here is more along the lines of the other worlds or the other different areas of town that are fully rendered in this 3D. So the game on 3DS was already in a 3D aspect, but these are just more refreshed graphics that looks just awesome. And I'm having like total nostalgia for all of this. It says, in addition to Sakura Newtown, where Kater lives, and that's Nate, of course, Keita, It'll play out various maps such as the Wind of Hills. Of course, all the other maps in Yokai Watch 1 are going to be there. Explore back alleys and underground sewers, catch bugs and fish, and every corner of the city there are lots of elements up to. So this is cool. So the whole remix of Yokai Watch 1 is going to be great. I cannot wait to see what that entails. All right, anyway. Moving on over here, this one says, use yokai to find out yokai lurking in the city. If you win a battle, yokai and friends will be waiting for you. So this looks good. This is just battle with Jibanyan over here. Some of you guys may be wondering, Abdallah, they can't do Yokai Watch because they don't have a bottom screen on the Nintendo Switch. How are you gonna do Ultimates? Dude, are you kidding me? They'll figure something out. Of course, if you look at your Nintendo Switch Pro controller, here's how I would do it, right? So you have the option to move your cursor around with this, and then if you're doing a Ultimate that's rotating, yo, just use the camera one, and you go like this, and you rotate your Ultimate. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, man. Oh my gosh. Anyway, problem solved. Some of you guys were curious about that. So I'm excited for that. That's pretty interesting. Right over here is pretty much some more information. If you have all the Yoseiken, which were the special legendary weapons or whatever, the swords from Yokai Watch 4, if you have their physical variants, oh my gosh, what do you know, I have one. If you have these bad boys, you can scan them in into the game and possibly get some good stuff. So go start investing into the Yoseiken. There's at least 5 different ones of them. Go buy them from Japanese Amazon, and you guys should be set and ready to go for October 10th. All right, what else is in here? There's a couple tweets that we can take a look at. This is the game underscore yokai. For they tease that you can get McCracken. Excited for that. This one over here, this is level 5 sales. This is the one that I wanted to pop open for you guys. Okay, so this is their most recent tweet. It says, yes, all the other things in every corner of the city. So we can look at these without it constantly scrolling. So this is also very interesting because they keep true on Nintendo Switch that the down button right over here is going to be your bike. Hey, that's pretty good. Little thing you may not have noticed. And the up button is most likely going to be your Yokai Watch radar, switching it from day to night to know like what time it is versus your Yokai radar. So that's probably what up is going to be. And then Y is going to be revealing with your Yokai Watch, of course, looking around. That's how you find yokai in that game. And of course, X is going to be using the menu. So this is going to be the tunnel in between, what was that, like downtown Springdale and like Haley Ann's area in Breezy Hills and Eddystown. So that's cool. Right over here, this looks pretty interesting. This is the train station, and you guys can see all of this area. Where, yeah, you can see it looks like the exact same map that we know. Timers and more is over here. You got some flags on your quests that are available over here. You got the Shoten Temple this way. You've got the, oh, how's Street Pass Pandanoko going to work? Oh, I'm just thinking about that. I'm like, yeah, there's a Street Pass Manor. Wait a second. Street Pass isn't a thing on Nintendo Switch. What? All right, anyway. So that's pretty interesting. We got a couple more screens that we're gonna look at. This is the Flower Road shop area where you can get like a whole bunch of, there's a comic book store. There's a whole bunch of fun stuff. I'm gonna have fun with this game. I'm gonna play through it 100%. We're gonna get it. I don't know. No, hold on. Maybe we'll 100% it, right? Yo, someone trade me Pandanoko so I can 100% this game. I don't know. We'll see. And then, of course, there's Granny Edna's with the naked baby doll right over here, as usual. And the lottery tickets. Yo, does anyone have a Mr. Sandma? Of course, Mr. Sandma's not in this game. So, anyway, that's that tweet. There's a couple more screens over here, and you guys can see this here. So this one was one of their original tweets. It says, all started from here. We can enjoy the story of Keita and Yokai find out the monsters in the city and win the battles and be friends. So this is a pretty iconic picture, right? Because it all started that day in the forest. I still remember it. It's a good time. Anyway, so what else we got over here? This one, like I was telling you about, most likely it's going to be rotating. Whenever you're trying to do a Soultimate or something like that, you can rotate over here and then boom, Soultimate. So it looks like you got your flagship Yokai right up front. You've got KF Boohoo and Ninkaden right over here. I remember that. What is it, Ninkaden? And then Dimmy looking like a gimme. So yeah, that's exciting. All right, well, now I ask the question to you guys. What do you guys think is going to change in the game, right? I want to hear from you guys in the comment section. Okay, let's talk about this. Let's have a discussion. What's going to change in this game? Now, Yokai Watch 1 has been, critically reviewed in not the best ways. And of course, Level 5 has made changes about the things that were critiqued on into the sequels, such as trading. Yokai Watch 1, trading was not a thing. Everything was on your own. You couldn't trade a yokai. So all those rare yokai hunts that I did 4 years ago, yeah, that's still a thing. So trading I really wish that they figure out trading, right? Nintendo Online, it makes sense to trade between there. Katie, playable character, I don't know if that's going to happen. I would really hope that that is the case. What else? Street Pass with Pandanoko, that's got to get fixed somehow. Go ahead, hide Pandanoko behind a secret arc that's only exclusive in Japan. I don't mind, that's fine. Go ahead and do that. I'll import it, I don't care. But make Pandanoko super rare. You know, like he should be. That's the crux. That's the whole epitome of Pandanoko. It's got to be the most rare thing ever. Man, anyway. What else? So, yeah, I don't know. I'm just excited to play it. You guys can look forward to me playing it on October 10th. We'll do a live stream series where we'll go through chapter by chapter and just beating the game. And it'll be really fun to revisit the game all over again. And I can't wait to find out all the different graphics and everything like that. Anyway, that's it for me on this video. I hope you guys learned a little bit more about Yokai Watch number 1 on Nintendo Switch. It is absolutely a remaster and not a port. So anyway, looking forward to reading all your comments of what you think they should do for this game, and we'll go from there. As of right now, the game is going to only be in Japanese right now. Localization does take time, but they do have a good foundation that they can grab from in order to get this game localized. So I don't think this game will be localized before Christmas time, by all means. It'll probably be localized in sometime 2020. Same thing with Yokai Watch 4. So it's all about support, and that I tell you that every single time. Figure out how to get a Nintendo Switch Japanese account, get some eShop cards from online, and download the game to play along with. We need the support so that we can tell Level 5, hey, you know what? Localization is something that the fans outside of Japan want. So pay with your money, right? Support with your money. Support with your wallets, as I always say. Anyway, that's it. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks so much for watching.